Hey, hello friends. Welcome to our channel SAP and ABAP League Support. So, in our project, we have different kind of testing will be carried out in different situations. Today, we'll go through that testing only one by one. The first one is that unit testing. So, basically, unit testing will be done in the development system, either by technical team or functional team. So, development system will be having two clients. One is development client, might be 100, the client number, and 120 will be that unit testing client. So development will be done in that 100 client, and testing can be done in that 100, 120 client. So before we move change to quality, we will first ensure that it's working as expected in the development system itself. If the data is available means we can test in development itself. If not means we can't perform unit testing. We should definitely move the change to quality system and perform our testing. So this unit testing mainly focus to validate and confirm the accurate configuration of individual transactions and test the RISE-W objects. This is the intention of this unit testing. Second one is that integration testing. So this will be used to check the accuracy and maintain the data integrity in end-to-end business processes. So one end-to-end business process should be thoroughly tested to check the integrity of the data and the functional accuracy to be validated in this testing. Most of the projects we might not use testing. We'll be focusing on unit testing only. In some projects, they will use this integration testing. Okay, the next one is the technical infrastructure. Okay, so what does it mean? So for example, in production system, we will be working on one client, 100, for example, 100 or 000. In any situations, if the production system has been hacked or some earthquake happened, see the hardware, the storage of the data, right? The systems, the hard disk, the storage, everything will be physically stored in one location. In any situations, the data in the system has been hacked, production system, or in that location, right? In that location, earthquake has been happened, or any attack has been happened at that location. Any reasons, if production system has been disturbed, in those cases, every company will be having one more location. The other location also having the same data, whichever is having the location A. So, for example, two locations are there, location A, location B. Any reasons location A is attacked or hacked, anything it might happen. In those cases, the business should still run, right? We shouldn't give excuse to the customer saying that my the store location has been attacked by a terrorist or it's hacked. You can't give excuses to the customer. Whatever might happen, business should run as usual without any interruption or delay. To overcome this problem, every company will be having the data in two different places. If one place is attacked or hacked means they will retrieve the same data from other places. So this activity will be done in the base team only. So base team will frequently copy the data from one location to another location to avoid in case of any miss problem happens. So whenever we recover this data from other location, for example location B, that point of time the testing will be carried out. That is called technical infrastructure testing. So in this testing, so we'll be validating that design of high availability, disaster recovery, backup, restore, and infrastructure security. So those things will be validated here. So when that is done means, once recovery of the data is done means, then we should thoroughly verify this whether as usual from SG point of view everything's working fine, like creation of an order, delivery, billing, and finance point of view, account document posted when the invoice is created, and post process should done, account document generated, right? For every module has to sit in the system to verify and validate the stability of the system. So those will be done in this technical infrastructure. First recovery, backup, restore will be happened with the help of base system. Once that is done means then we should go ahead and the functional team will do the validation. Okay, the next one is that performance testing. So every time there's one team will be there to do this performance on the system. So every time they will monitor the system performance. So day to day there are so much developments happens in the system, right? To and we can't control the changes also. Ultimately, we are here to fulfill the client requirement, so we can't control the changes. Due to that reason only, there's a specific team available to check the performance of the system. Like if you open the T code V01, how long it will take to access the T code, or if I'm trying to create an order, how long it will take to create an order and save it. Similar way, how long it will take to complete one end-to-end flow. Right, scripts will be there. Scripts will be there. It is recorded already. So that scripts will be running and it will capture the timings actually. So click an order, 3 seconds, delivery 1 second. Something will be recorded and that will be verified and validated by the team with the previous result. Let's say they will run this performance testing every month. Then today's if they run the performance testing and they will compare it with the last month's data. If both are matching or currently today the performance increased lesser time taken compared to last time means it's good. But if it's taken more time compared to earlier means then there might be something is happening in the background, right? Some new changes has been added or some other issues might be there, right? That should be assessed actually to understand that performance testing will be taken care. And coming to security testing. Okay, so whenever we develop any custom reports, right? We develop a custom report in SC38, then we'll create a T code for the report. Either it may be display report where we can see the display of the data only. We can't modify in database table, whatever might be the report, whatever the nature of the report. If you want to access the report means we need to create T code for that. Remember that business users won't have access to SC38 or SF37 or SC24. They have access to T codes only. They don't have access to SC11, SC10, nothing, right? So that's why we are getting T code for them for the reports. After creating the T code, we should have an roles for the T code. If we don't have the roles for the T code, anyone can access the T code. Anyone can misuse the T code and steal the data. It shouldn't happen. To avoid that only, the report should have authority object. Then the relevant role should be assigned to the T code. Then those roles should be available in the user profile. Then only the T code can be accessible by the user. Right? This testing can be done by security. Like the role has been given to user 1, the same role not available to user 2. Means user 1 only can access the T code. User 2, if try to access means they should get an error saying that you don't have authorization something. Right? That error should appear. If user 2 also accessing the T code, means they have something wrong, right? That should be avoided, right? Those kind of testing will be carried out in the security testing. The next one is the regression testing. Okay, if we speak about regression testing, what does it mean? So, for example, I have implemented some changes in that user results saved and prepare. They include program MV45 AFZ. That change is specific to one country. As the user saved and prepare is a global receipt. It's not relevant to one country or a sales or like that. Anyone can use the user system. If you are implementing some changes in the user receipt saved and prepare, right? And for you are implementing for only one country, the change should work for only one country. That means for other countries, this change shouldn't trigger or shouldn't work at all. To confirm that whether other countries are not impacted with these changes, then regression testing should be performed. So regression testing is always also called as a negative testing on the other countries. So positive testing done on that required country where change is required. For other countries, not required countries, we should perform the regression testing. Fine. The next one is the user acceptance testing. So changes done in the development system, unit testing is done, and it's moved to quality. FT has been done, functional testing has been done, and we did the regression testing as well to make sure that nothing is impacted for other countries. Everything is done. Changes working as per the client requirement. Then we should send these changes to user to test from there and confirm the acceptance. That is called user acceptance testing. So business will perform the testing. I mean, business users will perform the testing, and if any defects are identified, means they will let us know. We need to fix it. If there is no issues, everything is working fine, means then they need to acknowledge us saying that it's working fine. Give it a signed off. Once signed off is received, then only these changes can be moved to production. Fine. The last testing, string testing. This is also used very rarely in the real-time projects. So basically, this is used to verify the system components against solution documentation to ensure accuracy and reliability. Let's say there is a document available. In the document, list of steps has been given. For example, order to cash scenario, go to step 1, create an order. In that create an order also, we have different steps, right? Enter sold to customer, enter ship to customer, enter the customer number, material quantity, right? Everything we should enter, then save it. Then go to step 2, delivery creation, right? So that is defined in the document in a order wise. So that testing, step-by-step testing can be carried out in this string testing. It is testing based on the documentation only. There is a predefined documentation available. In the documentation, we have the steps available. According to the step, we should test it to identify and understand the accuracy and reliability of the changes. So it is very crucial to do the testing thoroughly to improve the overall user experience, and effective SAP testing requires collaboration, communication, coordination among various stakeholders. It will include business users, developers, and quality assurance teams. So many teams will be involving to test one particular change. The testing is successfully done, no issues means then it will work perfectly in the production system. Something wrong means it might raise hiccups in production system. Still, we have so many other testings are there, but still, these are the most important, which we should have an idea about this. That's it from this video, guys. We can catch up in the next video. Bye for now.